Well, good morning, fish people. I'm Alan Norris from Fish on TV. It is Tuesday, the 3rd of May, and as you've probably already guessed, I am with the old boys at Sykehouse Fisheries on the Match Lake, and I have just drawn peg 16. Now, Soz, he won the match here last time, absolutely slaughtered us. They were just all in that corner where he was. He got the end peg in the corner, and he just said they were there all day. He's drawn another end peg, peg 21. And apparently, it's teeming with fish in that corner again. Can't write it, can you? Don't want him winning again. Oh dear. Anyway, I've drawn peg 16. Nige Middleton has drawn the end peg 30, which is a great peg. Nige Booth is on peg 1. To be fair to Nigel, he's still learning this these carp puddles. So, you know, he might have a good day. We don't know. He's not up to speed just yet with the carp fishing, so good luck though, Nige. So I'm on peg 16. It's on the back. I think I'm going to fish shallow, try shallow today. Bit of bomb fishing, margins. That's going to be it for me, I think. So let's get round there, let's get set up. I've just been and paid Raymondo, and I've got some 6mm red pellets today. So let's give those a bash and let's see how we get on. So see you on the bank in a jiffy. Right, all ready. We've got 5 minutes before kick-off. Let's have a look. Yeah, 55, 5 minutes before the kick-off. Peg 16. I'm all ready. Let's have a look what we've got. I've got a waggler rod, which one's that one? I can't see. A 10-foot Preston Carbon Active method feeder rod, or hybrid, whichever I want to put on. Bomb rod. That one is a slapping rig. That one is, oh, wrong way around. That needs to be there. That one is a mugging rig. That one is margin rig, and that one is top 2 and 2, maybe a bit more. I forgot where it is. I've got a marker on it. So here we go. Oh, bait wise, let's have a look what we've got bait wise. Here we go. Micros, meat, few wafters. Micros, meat, few wafters, 8mm pellets, 6mm pellets. These are for shallow. These for just putting different pellets on as a change. Yeah, spare hooks, timer, and hopefully I'll be clicking that plenty. And just a few little bits and bobs. They're good. Right, what are my tactics? Fancy practicing a bit of shallow fishing. I haven't done it for a while, so I want to just do a bit of practicing, bit of mugging. So that is one plan. I can put the bomb over the top of that. I can go further out with the pellet waggler. I can put bomb over those as well. And just in front of me here, it's on a nice slope there. It's about 7-foot depth. Just keep chucking a few pellets out there. I'll put a few micro. I'll probably tap them in to start with, see how much they want them, and then I know you're thinking that this might be a great margin, but I've never had much success under these trees. I've found about 3 foot just down here, and it's fairly flat, so I like that. That's probably as good, because the deep margins here, that's as good a margin I've had for a while here, so I'm hoping to get 1 or 2 down there later on. So that's the plan, dead simple plan. We've got Soz, well, that's his van over there. He's right down there. We've got Dave Eccles, he's on end peg, his Soz. We've got a pound on it, Dave Eccles, Jim. We've got Chaz there, he's going to flatten Soz. We've got rest of boys all around it. Nigel Middleton on the end peg. And then down here we've got my old mate Jeff. Give us a wave, Jeff. He's there, look, he's him through them trees.
My little coat on its nest.
Oh yeah, he's got a coat. He's got a coat nesting. He said he got a bird's nest. I thought he got himself in a rectangle. Mr. Incredible's on the end peg as well, and we've got Nige Booth on the favoured peg 1. Good luck, Nigel. So that's it. Let me get my camera set up. I'm shouting in 2 minutes. So we'll see you. I'll probably join. You'll probably join me in after an hour, just making sure that the microphone and everything, sort of the batteries wise, on the sound system lasts the match. So 45 minutes or so. into the match, then I'll start getting a few clips. There we go. Right, we're an hour in, about 15-20 minutes mugging, and then I've had about 25 minutes, half an hour slapping at 13.5 metres, and I did get one at £4, but then not a sign. They weren't interested in mugging, not just yet anyway, that can change. So I've just put an 8mm pellet over the top of the 13.5 metre line. It's a second cast, and 3 or 4 minutes in it's gone round. There's not a lot of fish being caught. There's 1 or 2 being caught, but not a lot. Don't know how Sozza's doing. I hope he's doing crap. And he was stood behind me watching me get ready, giving me a load of grief like he does. He was stood under a tree and a pigeon dropped a right dollop on him. Nobody likes to see that. Oh dear. He thinks it's brought him good luck, that. I've got £1 on with him. He was giving it large, wasn't he? So he wanted 20 on it and then 50. But he'd never pay out if he lost anyway. So I says, no, we'll make it £1 because she'll probably still run if you owe me £1. You know what he's like, folks. You know what he's like. Mr. Incredible's. Oh. I think we're going to get his head up then. Mr. Incredible's had one and Bob's had one. And Graham's just foul hooked one. But everybody's saying they don't seem to be interested at the minute. He's just not wanting to get his head up, folks, is he? Come on, sunshine. There we go. 5 or 6 pounder. Beautiful condition. Weed everywhere, or reeds should I say. I'll get that bit off in a sec. Let's get that one. There we go. Nice £6 I reckon he is. Very welcome fish indeed. I've put a little bit of bait shot. I know with the sound of it, people are saying they don't seem interested in bait at the minute, but I have put some short. We'll have another little go out there and see if we can keep 1 or 2 fish coming. I'm hoping that the shallow line will eventually kick in. That's what I'm hoping. So there we go, folks. We're off the mark. We've got about £10. There we go, foul hooked. No, it's been dire. Oh no, it's just wrapped round its fin. It's nice and a short line. Oh, most other people. There's nothing coming up waggler apart from I think peg 30. And I'm just going to meet short on the pole. And bite straight away when first put in, but he got snagged. I mean, look at that. That is an absolute belter, that. What a beautiful bream. Snagged and snapped me hook length. And I've had to readjust all the depth because it moved my float and God knows what. But I'm just air rigging on a band. A bit of meat, putting 5 or 6 pieces in, and a ball of micros. Maybe I should have gone on that to start with, but you just never know. I really fancied getting some shallow today, but I just don't seem interested. I keep firing a few pellets out there. It is a little bit tricky putting it on. Oh, damn it. Didn't quite get it. There we go. I just can't believe they just don't seem interested at all. They're swimming past any mugging rigs that you put on. Slapping, like I say, I've had one. I've tried waggler, I've had nothing, not a sign of waggler. And everybody that's been on waggler, apart from Peg 30, Nige, he loves his waggler fishing. Everybody's given it up as a bad job, I think. But look at that, I can't see if anybody's still on to my left because there's a bit of tree in the way. A nice £3 bream. I'm up to about £13. I've not seen Chaz get anything. Jim's had a little skimmer, I think, to my right. Jeff's had a £6 carp. And I think Bob, Mr. Incredible, I think they're catching skimmers and the odd carp. So just down there, so it's top 2 and 2 in a little bit. That's just gone onto the slope nicely. And that's pretty much where I am. I'll keep feeding 1 or 2 pellets out there. I'm not going to put loads in because I just don't think it's one of them days. These fish are like torpedoes swimming past. They're not coming past slow. Bloody microphone moved. Apologise if it's making a noise. There we go. That's better. I'll reset that again. But it's fishing hard. I mean, I know you see big weights. I've mentioned it before. I'm pretty sure they won't be catching the 350 pounds when there's this many on lake. More pressure on a lake, more difficult the fishing is. It's just how it is. But it's a challenge, that's what I like about it. It is a challenge. And there's fish milling about just there in front of Jim, there's loads of them. There we go, nice little bite. I think this could be another skimmer. Ooh, flying skimmers. We like flying skimmers, don't we? I don't mind catching them if they come quite regular. It's got spawning nodules on it. Smaller one. Oh, very welcome indeed. There we go. Right, let's get back in, see if we can get a few more. Well folks, Peg 30 has to be expected. Nigel on Peg 30 is emptying it down there. I just can't seem to get a bite on anything. I've had to move from that line just there. Couldn't feel anything while I was plumbing up, but I've lost four hook lengths now down there. I get a bite and then it snags up. So I've moved about a yard away to the left. I've just refed it because I've been pulling rigs through it and God knows what. I've had to plumb up God knows how many times. Just gone out feeder on that 13 metre line. I just can't seem to get a bite anyway. I've tried shallow again, I've tried mugging again. Excuse me, just had a sandwich. And I've just fed margin to my right with meat and ground bait. And the ground bait's it's quite damp as a ground bait. I want it heavy and staying on the bottom. I don't want it swishing everywhere. So I'm hoping I might get something down there, but really struggling for bites here. Really struggling. I mean, there's one or two fish knocking about, but they just don't seem interested in being mugged at all today. Don't think Chaz has had anything. Jim's just had a skimmer. I think Dave's got a couple of small carp. I've got about £15. And by the sound of it, I don't think it's that bad on this bank, to be honest. I just need to see if I can get myself a couple more fish. I think this Incredible's had a couple of carp and some skimmers. Same with Bob. But I don't know how anybody else is getting on. Can't see Soz down there. He's quiet. He's not been round, so I'm assuming he's probably getting one or two. End peg though. So very, very difficult day today. I thought it'd be absolutely perfect for shallot today, but I just cannot get them to feed shallot today at all. It's a shame that the sun's not out a little bit, just to warm it up a bit more, but it is what it is, folks. Let's hope we get something from the margin. Let's just hope I can pick a few fish from wherever. I just keep alternating lines. I just can't seem to get a bite anywhere. Oh dear. Well, we're into the last 45 minutes. I'm firing a few 6mm out. I've gone out shallot again. I had a few bites. This a hybrid actually. I've changed to an 8mm pellet. I looked into a decent fish. At last. That's a proper fish. Proper one. Yes. He's got to be a good £8. Oh, that'll do. Just slapping an 8mm pellet round. Nice positive bite, and Nige is still bagging down there, so there we go, a nice £8. Might be a little bit more. So I've had 2 looks in my margin, I've had nothing there. So I'll have another 10 minutes on this and we'll have another look in the margin. Something's got to turn up, so just find a few. Those out. Nice one. Probably about 2.5 foot deep. I've gone to 14 metres and I'm trying to keep my pellets just short, that I'm catapulting just short and slapping at the back of them. Oh, somebody hooked a duck. Not sure. Oh no, he's just got his line. So out there. They're lovely bites these when you get them, but I've just not been getting any. A few seconds. And I've not been feeding loads and loads of bait. I just don't feel like they're coming to it. Oh, that was a slight indication it might have been a liner. That was a swirl there. Or it's gone for it and missed it, which they do sometimes. If you carp take them, you don't really miss them. When I missed a few, I was thinking, ooh, are they smaller fish than there was earlier? So that's the reason I've changed to an 8mm. Ray did tell me they've been catching on 6s, and I got my first one on 6. But I don't remember doing all this work for little skimmers. What about four goes slapping tend to, with 2.5 foot deep, I tend to sort of give it between 5 and 7 or 8 seconds. Sometimes I'll leave it a bit longer, like now for example, while I just fire a few pellets out. Just short, and slap at the back of it. Same with pellet waggler. I tend to find pellet waggler as well just cast beyond where your pellets are landing, and then now and again I'll pull it into them. I think you've seen me do that before. See this carp jumping everywhere. The bites have been so like a premium today. Something looked like it had a little look at it then. And you can tell when your pellet's settled because your float goes perfectly straight. So I'm not saying count, but it's usually 5, 6, 7 seconds. Like that's just gone straight now, so just leave it suspended for a second and then try again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just gone straight there. Give it a second, nothing. Try again. And that's what I tend to do when I'm slapping. It's not something I've been doing for years and years and years. It's the last few years, 3 years or so, 3 or 4 years. It does take a bit of getting, a bit of practicing, so. And it's what I wanted to do today. Bit of shallow fishing, bit of mugging. But it's just not happening, folks. It's just not being aggressive at all today. There's been fish milling about all day, but trust me, they've not been interested in mugging today at all. Not firing a lot of pellets, 4 or 5. Right, there we go, folks. Nothing. Well, just about to have a look on my margin. I'd not had a sign and it went under. There were fish mulling about, but couldn't get one to take it. And then this is latched on. Dave Eccles, to the right, he's been getting a few feed up near those trees. I've had nothing apart from that one outside on bomb or feeder today. Normally I'll have half a dozen at least on bomb and pellet, at least. I just had the one. Oh, see, yeah, I've had one on bomb and pellet, haven't I? The ducks have come for a look to see what I've got on. I don't think this is as big. It's zooming about everywhere. It's all over the place. Round and round in circles. Come on, sunshine. Oh, there's a ghosty. I think Sozza's catching now, damn it. Sounds like I've just heard somebody say you're a baggy machine, so straight out with the finger, that's what I like to see. He's about £4 or so. Margin fish, not what I wanted, but it's a decent bream. There's got to be about at least minimum £2. Might be a bit heavier. Yeah, we're hoping that we're going to be a carp when it went under. Oh, it's about 15 minutes to go. We'll have another look. Right then people, got Nigel Bull at the side of me asking me what people's done. He was on favourite peg 1. Shall I call you the peg waster?
Yeah, if you want.
So, like I said, Nigel is pretty out at carp puddles. Didn't know how good that peg really was, but you have £38?
38. Yeah.
So well done, Nigel. That's as good a weight as you've had on these carp puddles so far, isn't it? I don't think you've had much more, have you?
Well, the top's a 40 odd.
Alright, so he's improving, folks, he's improving. But he's won absolutely diddly squat.
That's why I want to go to Southfield every week.
Well, yeah. He won some money at Southfield. Right then, folks, what happened today? I drew peg 16. It's not my favourite area. Having said that, I've had some great days on that bank, but I'd prefer to be on 30, peg 1 in the corner, peg 25. I'd prefer to be on those, but I wasn't. So, tactics today, top 2 and a bit. On the shelf, meat and pellet. I tended to get more bites on meat on that line. Margin to my right, which I primed for. Again, it could be meat and pellet if I wanted. All I had out there was a decent bream, which I think you saw. I was convinced I'd catch shallow, mugging or slapping. 6 mils and 8 mils, and it just didn't take off, folks. It just didn't really happen. I had 1 or 2, don't get me wrong. I kept trying it. I'm not one of those that'll stay on it all day and hope that they just turn up. I try it for sort of 20 minutes or so. If there's nothing, I'll keep putting a few pellets there, try top 2 and 2, bomb or waggler or whatever you want. I had nothing on the waggler, not a sniff. Even when you chucked to them, they weren't interested. I had 1 on the bomb and 1 on the method short. But it's been really, really hard work. I've found it difficult. Jeff's found it difficult. Bob had a few right at the end in the margin. I can't understand why they didn't come to that margin. It was perfect. Well, I thought it was. It was lovely and flat. Just short of 3 foot deep. I thought that's got to be perfect for them. But I just kept getting bream bites. I bumped a couple of bream off, so gave it up as a bad job. You saw what I was doing, shallow, slapping. Really enjoyed that. I need to practice that a bit more. Get on song for the summer. I'm hoping to book Lindholm next week, so we'll get there and do that. So let's get on to the results. That's my match today. It's been a tough day for me. Thoroughly enjoyed it, trying to work it out. I think it's good when it's tough to try and find some fish one way or another. So, you know, It's a lesson learned. When you don't do so well, it's lessons learnt as well. So hopefully to improve a bit more on the next go. 21 of us on the lake. I know you see big weights. I'm pretty sure there's not 21 plus on here when they're catching them 300 odd pounds. And I'm sure, I think the fish a bit later as well. So there has been one good weight today, but we'll get to him very shortly. So let's do your sections. Section 1, Franny with £42.9 from peg 3. So well done, Franny. What a mighty fisherman. Section 2, we have had, me with £36.10. So well done, me. What a mighty fisherman I am. Just sneaked in because Bob managed to frame. So well done, Bob. Your third section was Dave Eccles with £43.2 from peg 20. And your fourth section was Tony with £30.5 from peg 27. So what a pair of mighty fishermen you are. Well done, guys. In third place, where are you? We've had Bob Huntington with £45.8 from peg 12. In second place, I had to give the audible little, it reminds me of Compo off Last of the Summer Wine. So well done, Compo. Soz. Well done, Soz. He's caught well in the margins at the end on micros and corn. Can't believe he actually told me that. That's a miracle. But, hold on. Tell you, he's a lovely, honourable bloke. And the reason why I sneak lovely in now and again is because he's brought me some free range eggs. 20 for £3. Nice one. We all like chucky eggs. Yeah. Yeah, we'll put them back. So, cheers, Soz. Told you can be nice now and again. I won't tell you what he said when he took quid off me. And so well fish, Soz. What a mighty fisherman you are. La-di-da-di-da. And in first place from peg 30, when he drew it, I looked at him and went, you absolute drawbag. It was still in there. There was 5 pegs left. I had my eye on it, but Nigel got it. Nigel Middleton. His fish pellet waggler. He's lost quite a few fish in those bushes to the right. Peg 30 with 115 pounds 8 ounce, all on the pellet waggler. So well done, Nigel Middleton. You are this week's Old Boys mightiest fisherman. So well done, Nige. Right, next week I'm going to book Lindholm Lakes. See if I can get on willows or laurels, something like that. I'll look forward to that one. The boys like it there. There's usually plenty of fish to be caught. So I hope you've enjoyed another day at Sykehouse Fisheries. Always looks after us here, does Raymond. So thank you, Raymondo. And the place is looking wonderful. Great fish today, lots of big fish. If you fancy catching a few carp, I'm sure if you turn up pleasure fishing here, you'll have some right lumps here. If it's not packed out, you have some fantastic days. So it's a great fish here, I can't bull it up enough. It is quite deep, folks, so if you're wanting to fish at 13 metres, get some deep rigs. I've not fished at 13 metres on deck, but I'm guessing it's about 12 foot, something like that. Depending where you are, obviously. I'm sure there's areas where it's shallower. Top 2 and 2 is about 7 foot, so just a little bit of info for you. 8mm, 6mm pellets work very well here. Shallow works well in summer. Mugging, pellet waggler. So it's great for all that kind of fishing. Bomb and pellet, brilliant. Right. Sound like I know what I'm doing. I can catch out today though, can't I? But that is pretty much it. Dead reds, meat and corn in your margins. Usually it works. Like I say, match pressure, nets in. Different ball game. Right, so I hope you've enjoyed the insights to Sykehouse Fisheries for the Old Boys today. It's absolutely free to subscribe, don't forget. And if you click the notification bell, you'll get all our videos as we upload them, and a thumbs up would be very, very nice. So until next time, folks, take care, and we shall see you hopefully on the bank at Lindholm Lakes. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, fish on.